Hey everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking today. I hope you're doing well. Anyways, I know I promised I would start uploading on Saturdays and one day during the week, and I know this week I definitely dropped the ball on that. Part of the reason for that is I was busy working on finishing up a video for my other channel. For those who don't know, I do have another channel, an art history channel. It's linked down below for anyone who's interested in checking that out. I do art history videos. I pretty much did a much bigger project than I've ever done before. I've been working on it for the past few months, and I spent the past 2 weeks, specifically also a lot of this past weekend and also this past week, just editing it because I wanted to get it out in early May. So feel free to go check out that channel. I don't have a lot of content on it, and to be fair, not all of it is super up to par with my I'm not saying I'm the best YouTuber, especially technical wise, but it's definitely a lot of the content there is very not up to par with even the stuff on this channel, except for my most recent video. I feel like that one's definitely up there, and I think I want to continue to make content more like that one. So feel free to go check it out. It is an hour long. I promise none of my other videos on there will ever be that long again, hopefully. Don't hold me to it though. Anyways, so since I missed uploading this past weekend, I thought I was going to upload what I originally had planned. I had a video planned out where it was me doing the survey, but I didn't like how that video came out. And I was like, okay, maybe I could just quickly put together a speed build, but I was like, I feel like that's not fair, seeing as I promised to upload on Saturday and then didn't. So rather, I decided I would spend the beginning of this video doing that, and then we're going to jump in and looking at the roadmap that the Sims team uploaded a few weeks ago, and I'll give you my ideas on what I think could be coming out of that roadmap. Anyways, so let's jump right into this video. Alrighty, so a few weeks ago, the Sims team did upload the 6-month roadmap. Check out to see what's coming in The Sims 4. So we have a expansion pack coming out, a stuff pack, and a game pack. This is very similar to the roadmap they followed last year. At the beginning of 2019, we got a game pack. We got Strangerville. Then after that, we got Island Living. Then we got a stuff pack, which was Moschino. And then we got Realm of Magic. And then after that, we got another expansion pack, that being Discover University. It seems like this year they're mixing up a little. At the beginning of this year, we did not get a game pack, but we did get a stuff pack, that being Tiny Living. So there does seem to be some wiggle room in what comes out every year, but for the most part, this seems at the beginning of the middle, from June to about October, it seems to be, at least from last year and this year, seems to be there's some kind of set in stone, I won't say pattern, but like plan, a roadmap, if you will, as they call it. And I don't know if they do this every year. I haven't really gone back to look, and I didn't really think about it to this year, where I was like, hey, there's kind of a pattern. Now, today on Twitter, I saw that they are doing EA Play. They're streaming it. No one's going to be going. It's not going to be like last year where like a bunch of simmers were able to go and play the new stuff. It seems like it's pretty much just going to be... They're just going to announce everything over a stream, which is sad, but, that is... You gotta do what you gotta do. Coronavirus, am I right, ladies? So that's probably when they'll announce this new expansion pack. And then we'll probably get the stuff pack sometime. I'm trying to think, we got Moschino stuff, I think, near the end of the summer. And then we got Realm of Magic in October. Or is it end of September? I think it was end of September, and then October was for console. Either way, fall. Early summer, fall, like summer, and then fall. And then in between that, we got a lot of pretty big updates. I actually feel like 2019 was a pretty big year for The Sims 4. I know Realm of Magic, some people don't love. I loved Realm of Magic. Same for Strangerville. I thought those were some of the best packs the Sims team has ever come out with. Um, Island Living was gameplay wise lackluster, aesthetically beautiful. Mermaids were beautiful, but once again a little shallow. In the fact that you couldn't be able to swim underwater without it being a rabbit hole was kind of sad because The Sims 4 is so beautiful. If we were able to go underwater, I can only imagine how beautiful that could have been. But, for whatever reason, they decided it was going to be a rabbit hole. No scuba diving for us. And then we got Moschino Stuff Pack, which I've said here before, and I'll say again, I actually think that was a pretty good stuff pack. I know some people were like, ooh, capital, which it was discussing capitalism, but I actually liked the clothing in it. I definitely like that kind of like almost avant-garde, almost not wearable, kind of ugly clothing, kind of like Balenciaga. I'm like so into that. Like I would never wear it, but I see it and I go, yes, serving some real trash. And then the career that came with it I really like, and the photo station. I know we have a photo station with Get to Work. But this one's so much better. Now, let's get into what I think is going to happen this year. So the expansion pack, I have no idea what's going to happen. Pretty much we've hit the majority of the big packs that every Sims pack has. So every Sims game has some kind of pet expansion, it has some kind of university, it has some kind of supernatural, city living, island nation. Like there's certain packs that always pop up in every Sims iteration. So I don't know what this expansion pack's gonna be. I honestly, my mind can't even. Maybe it's some kind of. I don't even know. I'm lost for words. There are still some things in The Sims that I think we still need to just, be able to say we have everything. Like, we don't have werewolves yet, but I don't think we'd get an expansion pack for just werewolves, because that's. No. So I don't know what expansion pack's going to be, but I have some ideas on what I want it to be aesthetically. So I'm hoping that it's going to be kind of like Get Together, in the sense that there's going to be some cool game feature that really will revolutionize how the game works. Like, the club system's amazing. If you don't use the club system, you need to try it out. The things you're able to do with it just change your gameplay completely, and they can really affect storytelling. Like the club features, I just can't talk positively enough about. So I'm hoping it's something like that, where whatever the gameplay is, it's on that level. And now for the world, I'm hoping it'll be maybe some kind of East Asian kind of influence, because as of right now, the majority of the worlds are very American-centric. We got Willow Creek, which is very reminiscent of the American South, Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas. It does that kind of aesthetic. Then we have Oasis Springs, which is kind of like, kind of more like Texas, Oklahoma. It has like that kind of like deserty kind of but southern vibe. Not quite going into like Arizona and New Mexico. That to me is more Strangerville. Then we also have Realm of Magic's a little complicated, because like that one could be a European world or an American one. It definitely has kind of like some New England vibes. Like New England woods. If you lived in the woods of New England, you'd be like, yeah. But other than that, it's kind of a vague forest world. Selva Dorado, technically, while we wouldn't consider Central or Mesoamerica to be like part of the West, which, I mean, let's deconstruct what that means at a different time, but that's still in the Americas, and that's definitely Salvador Desert. Definitely has kind of like an Aztec Maya influence. So Americas. It's really only like Windenburg and Brightchester that really have non-American vibes. And I know you're about to say island living. Island living is very inspired by Hawaiian and Polynesian culture, which technically Hawaii is part of America, so I kind of group that in there. But in some ways, that's not fair because that is still very different than the other kind of like Americanish worlds we have. But a lot of people here on YouTube will agree The Sims 4 is very American. And on top of that, when we do get an outside, like Brightchester and Windenburg, it's still very like European white kind of vibes. So I'd like maybe an East Asian world. I feel like that could be like maybe if it's like Korean or Japanese inspired, that could be really nice. And it could be really like Windenburg in the sense where there's kind of like a city part where then there's like a mixture of like more modern architecture and traditional. Then maybe like a little countryside where there's more traditional, not super modern housing. That's what I really want. I want a world like Windenburg, but make it Korean or Japanese or even Chinese, like East Asian. I'd be fine with any of those. That or I'd want like West or East African even. I'd even settle for South Africa, which South Africa is a really interesting one because that's a really interesting place where there's like the native culture and then like the Europeans who came in and colonized. They are very mixed, but I'm personally a little bit more familiar with West African, especially when we talk about traditional, pre-colonial West African architecture and culture. So I definitely would go crazy for that. That would be interesting. Or even like South American. Essentially, we need more worlds that are more diverse. I love The Sims 4, but I'm like, let's get something new in there, something fresh, something we haven't seen yet. I'd even take like, I don't know, an Estonian world. I don't know. I just want something very different, something we're not expecting. So I don't know what the gameplay is going to be, but that's what I want from the world. Stuff pack. We know the stuff pack is going to be the community voted nifty knitting. I'm pretty excited for that. It's nice to have some elderly gameplay. They talk about a lot of the items in that. We'll have certain like kind of like gameplay or interactions for just elders, which is nice. So excited for that. And then now the game pack. So when I first saw this roadmap, I was like, oh my god, the game pack. Werewolves. Like every year it seems almost like every few or every year we get like some kind of supernatural occult gameplay. I don't think it's gonna be werewolves because they said it's gonna be something new. And I don't remember last year if they called this a roadmap. I'm wondering if the game pack's gonna be like cars, some kind of car gameplay. Which if they're gonna add cards, I'd prefer them to be in the base game. And if they're gonna be in a game pack, how I would prefer it would be we first get an update where we get cars in the game. And maybe get 3 cars, like a truck with a bunch of different swatches, a minivan, and then like a 4-person car, And then those can come in different swatches, some making them look more like expensive exotic cars, maybe some looking more like mom cars, like I just feel like we can play around with that. And then for the game pack, and the gameplay would just be like you get in your car and you drive. And then if you get the game pack, then maybe the game pack could come with things like teaching teenagers how to drive, getting your license, road tests, a whole bunch of different type of cars. They like your Lamborghinis and your I don't know anything about cars. I don't even drive. But you could get, like, a whole new range of more cars, in different types, and with many different swatches and very different gameplay. Kind of like Parenthood, but for cars. That's what I'm thinking the game pack's gonna be. Like I said, I feel like cars should just be base game, but also this could just be like roadmap, cars, conspiracy, but like they might call it a roadmap every year, and I just might be dumb and haven't really noticed it before. I don't even remember if they did a roadmap last year. So, I don't know. I'm definitely interested in seeing what could happen. Some other ideas I've seen people kicking around are some kind of farming expansions. Maybe the expansion pack could be farming, and then maybe with that we could get more farm animals. And once again, that could still work in, you know, a different non-Western set world. That might seem like a weird movement, though, if you're like, this is my West African world and they farm. Like, whatever, we're not going to dwell on it. But yeah, I've heard some people say it could be farming, other people say it could be cars. Some people are hoping for some kind of like baby life state pack. I feel like that should just be like, if we're gonna fix babies, it has to be base game. It has to be an update. I'm just saying. I would have to really consider buying a pack that was just about making babies less objecty. Like, so here's the thing, like with toddler stuff pack, like toddlers in The Sims 4, in my opinion, are the best toddlers we've gotten. So I didn't mind buying that stuff pack just because then it gave me more things for them to do. But like already in the base game, I feel like, you could do things with them. There wasn't really anything with the stuff pack that I feel like really, like, there's stuff you could live without, but they would still enhance gameplay, you see? And I feel like that's the point of packs, is they should be able to enhance the gameplay. I feel like sometimes EA is just kind of like, this is the gameplay, without it you have nothing. So if they're gonna do a baby update, it has to just be in the base game, and nothing else will work. I've heard people talking about maybe some other kind of pet expansion. Once again, I'd be fine if like the expansion pack was like another set of animals, like maybe farm animals or birds, or I don't know. I mean, that might actually work better as a game pack at this point. But so if the expansion or game pack was some kind of new pets, yeah, I'd be fine with that. Yeah, cats and dogs should have been a pets expansion and not just cats and dogs, but whatever. I'd be fine with horses coming in. So if we're gonna do expansion, I want horses. Stuff pack, we already know what the stuff pack is. And game pack, like I said, I was really hoping for werewolves, but they said it's gonna be something they haven't done before, which, to be fair, yes, werewolves haven't had their own pack before. They've always been part of they were in The Sims 3 in the Supernatural game pack. So, not game pack, that was an expansion. So who knows, maybe this will be like that. This will be its own, just like vampires and witches from Realm of Magic. But I don't think it's going to be. I feel like we might have to wait till 2021 to finally get werewolves. I hope the Sims team gives us werewolves. I'd be ready for that. And maybe the game pack also might be some kind of school gameplay for, kids and teens. So who knows? Like I said, ultimately, I don't have any idea on what's happening. I have no say. What it really comes down to is I would like a Asian-inspired world, werewolves, and cars. Oh, and horses. So if those are somehow fit into any of these, I'll be happy. If not, I'll wait again for 2021. Anyways, that's all I really have to say. Let me know down below what you think we might be getting. Let me know down below what you would like, what you would not like. If you think any of my ideas were good or bad. Once again, sorry for not uploading on Saturday. Hopefully, now that I'm done with that video, I can start working on this again. I've already started planning out my next essay video, though, so warning, we'll see how that affects this. That probably won't be for a few more months that I start filming that, but just a heads up. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to stay safe out there and have a good night.